Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. You join us in Pebberley Heights. Now it's been a long time since we came to this one if you're watching the main playthrough, but if you're just watching the Pebberley Heights playthrough, this is actually our third episode in this playthrough of Pebberley Heights. We recently, or last time, we redeveloped our museum so that it looks a little bit like the Starship Enterprise. I mean, it's not a perfect representation, but it has the rough outline of it. If you were to look at a blueprint, it would probably look like this, vaguely. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to claim to be a perfect designer, but here we go. We need to complete an expedition to Mozza Stella, find and display a cheesemonger artifact exhibit, and then serve 20 guests the Melted Cheese Medley in the cafeteria. Where we're going to put a cafeteria on the Starship Enterprise, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at what expeditions we can do. We're going to start an expedition here. I don't think we have a donation bin. I think we better put that in. First and foremost, we don't. We have no donation bins yet. I'm just going to very quickly pause and put that in. That was a big mistake, wasn't it? I'm going to make this one like a silvery color to kind of match the theme that we're going for. That's the best I can do. We're going to add that as a swatch, and then I can just use it in the future. We're going to put this right in the middle here, so we can collect as many donations as possible. I also don't believe I have any info stands. Whoa, dear me, this isn't good, is it? I haven't redeveloped this very well. We're going to put an info stand here, and we'll put another info stand on the opposite side, and then we better put in a rock speaker to try and boost all of the buzz that we get from these items here. We'll put one there, we'll put one there, and another one down here. And I think that just about gets everything in. Yeah, good. Right, we want to change these to space ambience on every single one of them, so that we're getting a nice 10% buzz to all of our space exhibits. I think they've gone off center a little bit, so I'm just going to adjust them as well, and then we can get back on with our expeditions. Are they in the same place? Yes, they are. Okay, right, we need to go to somewhere. Where is it? Space, known universe. The moon we've already done. Space station we've already done, and 2-point orbit we've already done. There it is, Mozza Stella. Okay, here we go, let's do it. We'll take that. What do we got? Lost in the cheese mines. If we take a drill, we can counter that event. Combined rank of 6 needed to counter that one. Pilot wings for that one. Okay, so we don't have anything we can do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one injury with a first aid kit, so that eliminates that. We'll make it a detailed one. Again, Mars Mayonnaise here has good survey skills, so that'll help. And then they've got treatment speed and stuff from their survival skills, but we don't have the drill. So with that in mind, let's go into our workshop and let's... oh, that's the deconstructor. Where is our workshop? There's our workshop. Let's start a new project. We will start with a drill here. We need 25 units of metal for that, so we can't actually do that either. Right, okay, interesting. Anyway, we are off on our way to Mozza Stella. We do need an assistant qualified in marketing, but we're not going to worry about that for now. And we need to build our cafeteria. Okay, let's go. Buildings. Where is it? Cafeteria. There's we go. And we're going to put our little cafeteria. We'll make it a smallish one. We'll have it kind of come down here. Like that. Is this going to be enough? It is, just. I'm not done yet. We want to do that as well. Then we can put in our door. We'll put the little archway here. And then we can put our serving station at the back. We can put the tray bin by the door. And then we can put in our cafeteria tables. So we can put in a couple that go down here, quite close to each other. And then we can also add in, a tavern serving station. Ah, this is from Fantasy Finds. Oh, I like that. Then we'll get in some smaller cafeteria tables that run up here. Maybe we can just squeeze them in there. It blocks that one off. So can we just move on another one and another one here? And then we can put a little cozy one in the corner maybe. No, we can't. They can't get to that one. So we'll add one there. Then, is there any sort of decorative items? We've got some posters here that I might as well unlock, or just the one poster, should I say. We'll put one at the back there, and then we'll put a couple here. Kind of on the in between each table there. What other decorative items can we put in? We will put in, do we have a space banner? We should have a space banner. Further down here. Ooh, what are these? These are cool. Space decorations, data display. Put the data display down here. It looks a bit like a menu. And then a space probe. Or can we put them? Is that a model planet that hangs down? Oh, nice. Right, okay, so we'll put a couple of these in that go all the way up the queue. Like that. We've also had our expedition finish as well. That takes us to 5. Oh, lovely. Nice little cafeteria there. Can we just adjust the walls and stuff? So they're selling museum mush, dough cake, jumping jellies. I want to change these out. So we want to sell the atomic paste, the milkshake bowl, and the melted cheese medley. Now that's the what. Can we just change it to only serving melted cheese medley? No, we can't. But we have the melted cheese medley now in stock there. We're going to change some of the decor here. I'm going to go with something a bit spacey. So we'll take the high-tech floor here. We'll just fill it. Actually, what am I doing? There we go. And then our wallpaper here is going to be... let's go something again. We want something space agey. Wavy lavender. Yeah, that'll do. That's nice. We could go with urban blue. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we now have a cafeteria. People are going in there, hopefully buying melted cheese medleys. We sold 3 of them already. And our mozzarella expedition has returned. What do we get? Cheese press. Excellent. And it's epic as well. So we're going to put our cheese press in round about here. We've also got some decorative items that we should probably put in. So the cheese press is going to go there. We're then going to head straight back out to Mozzarella. We do need to call a janitor to repair the helicopter. And then, of course, we've got to put some decorative items in here. So near a space button wall display. Again, a space button wall display, a hologram, 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 space button wall display. All right. I don't know if we have those unlocked yet. So let's have a look at what we can put in space-wise. Let's search for the word button. Yeah, it's got to be placed on a wall. So I guess what we can do is we'll put in some small partitions behind these. Like that. Then, if we find our space button wall display, we should be able to just slot it on the back there. There we go. That's done. And another one here. And does that now mean that all of the space button, that's got to be near a hologram, space button wall display, space button wall display, and a hologram. Excellent. Right, so we've got the first sort of decorative items done to get the buzz bonuses. Let's go back to space, and hologram is the next one. We haven't unlocked that yet, so we need to do some research to unlock that. We are currently on 8 of 18, so we're not going to get the hologram for a while, so the only other thing we can do is put in a load of decorative items to boost the buzz bonus on these items. So we'll stick some of these columns next to the partition wall or the info stand. Then we can put in a life station, which will just go, that's got to be placed on a wall as well. A model Earth can go in. I mean, luckily we've got, you know, we can put all of these in that are hanging and stuff. We can then put the data display in. Just put a data display. Are they all at 5? This one's only at 4, so we can put the data display in there in front of that. And then I'll put some banners in as well, just to further advertise our little space area here. I'll put a data display down here as well. There we go. Right, nice. Okay, so an average pay satisfaction above 75%. We can just do that now by satisfying the pay requests of all of our staff. So if we go to our staff tab, then our pay review, we want to make sure all staff are ticked. We'll satisfy those pay requests. Does that then bring our pay satisfaction up a little bit more? It's only at 54. That should take it all the way up to 75. There we go. Right. So, many cheesemongers have returned, savouring their visit to your museum. We would like to help any way we can in understanding the astral anomalies. The flagship of our cheese mining fleet, the Motherboard, has reported sightings, but you'll need to navigate through the cheesy asteroid field to reach them. Complete an expedition to Cheesy Hip Field. We're getting a lot of alerts to say that we need another security guard. What have we got so far? We only have 2 security guards. We don't have any trained in security. So let's have a look. Security guards. We've just got 2 with strolling surveillance. So what we'll do is we will bring in Tim Dickens, maybe. Lard Lad and Nimble. Let's go with Tim Dickens because both of his are pretty good. And we'll go with camera room. We'll train him to be a worker in that camera room. We don't have a marketing assistant. So let's see what we've got here. Eve Riddle is trained to work in the marketing office, so we'll put her in there. We don't actually need to do a campaign yet, so we'll leave that for now, and at least we've then got somebody trained in there. We then need to do another expedition to the Cheesy Heap Field, so off we go. Now, we could just stay here and get some more from Mozzarella because we haven't actually done anything further there, but I'd like to push on for my stars here. So a janitor, 2 janitors and a survey scanner. What we'll do then, we will go back to... I think we haven't yet unlocked all of the things from the moon, so we'll go there and hopefully pick up some space junk. What have we got here? Warp burst, that's quick, and the pilot wings, which we don't have, so we might just get some helicopter damage here. We'll take the expedition journal to get some experience. We'll make it detailed. Off they go. Then we will go to our workshop over this side, and we will start a project to create some survey scanners. I'm going to make 5 of them. Oh, I can't afford to make 5. We'll make 3 then. Let's start that project. Now, we are losing money. So, maybe we should put a tour in. Actually, we've not yet done that. So, there's a lot of stuff here that we're missing probably because we started off with this one. It was quite an early doors for us, really. We didn't get into this one until, we've not come back for a while. So, that'll do. We'll head on over to there as well. Might as well finish off the tour with the whole thing. Makes it quite a long tour, but we managed to get quite a bit done. Then we have the moon. That's off. They are back from the moon already. What have they brought us? Hopefully something really good. Hopefully the final piece of the puzzle from the moon, the last expedition that we can find there. It's the claimed space rock. We can place that right in here. It needs to be near a space probe. And it was pristine as well. That's fantastic. Right, okay, let's look for a probe. Do we have access to that? Yes, we do. So we'll put a space probe right in the middle of these 2. Oh, this one needs decorated as well. That's all the way up to 5 nearly. Not quite. Go back to this spacey stuff. Let's get some cheese drip coming from the walls. There we go. We can't afford any more cheese drips, but we are starting to make some money now. Does this large one cover here? If I move over to here, we lose out on one of them, so we leave that there. Let's duplicate this one, and we'll put the large donation stand
Sometimes there's
here or here. We'll go there. That'll do. We need another info, I think. Info can go there. Excellent. Right. So, new expedition time. Let's go. And we'll head back on over here while we're making those survey scanners. And with this one, we're going to remove 1 injury. So we've got cheesy scenery. Lost in the Mines might add on 20 days. We don't have the drill for that yet because we haven't got the metal that we need. But we are off on another expedition. And we're finally making some profit here. So that is good. How am I looking for my staff, though? So, I do have 6 experts hired. What have we got then? Let's have a quick look at our staff. Experts, so they're all space trained. They aren't all able to give a good tour though. We've got Isabel Hawke, who's good in the analysis room. Let's see if we can hire another space trained expert. So we're making money, so I'm not too worried about dropping into that debt now. We should get back from Mozzarella pretty quickly, and then we'll be able to go straight off to the cheesy heap field very, very quickly. So I do need a security guard to come over here and empty that, and also this one. We've got lots going on here. It'd be nice to get a few more of these items brought in. The cafeteria currently, you've gone to the toilet. We do have, where are the toilets? I don't have any toilets. I haven't got any toilets. Ah, that was a bit of a faux pas. So what we'll do is we'll have a big toilet block on this side, where like across from the cafeteria, and that should space things out quite nicely. And it's like kind of right in the middle of the museum, so people are going to be able to go there and do what they need to do. We could put 2 toilets in actually, and then kind of change them to different staff or guests only and stuff, and then that should be an easy fix. But we can't do that right now because we don't have enough money. Having a look here, the bathroom there. Let's just put 1 in for now along to here, I guess. Put a door there or here. We'll put it there. And then we can put in the toilet cubicles going up here. Can't afford any more. Once we get a bit more money in, we can put in a second toilet block that fills in the last 2 gaps. Good. Right, our expedition has returned. What have we got here? Hopefully another new exhibition. It's so frustrating because I always say exhibition or expedition at the wrong time. But this is an exhibit, not an expedition. And we have found a slug statue. It's not of the highest of quality, but it can still go in. How's it looking in terms of its decorative? It needs to be near a lily pad pond. Interesting. We don't have the money for that though. Lily pad pond. A water lily and a lily pad planter.
Guests are reminded not to overstay their welcome.
Does that say, did it say pond? Yeah, lily pad pond.
Thank you.
Pond. There it is, lily pad pond. Now that comes from botany, so there's no chance of us getting that buzz. Oh dear, no chance of getting that buzz bonus. What's its decorative like? It's 5 of 5 on the decorative thing, so that's fine. And then we're gonna have a look at what else we can do, because we're still kind of not doing too well on our finances. Oh, hello. What are you? We've got some space scrap here. That can be mined. Excellent. So hopefully we'll get someone out there to sort that out. Some more space scrap there. Forgot about that little mechanic. But we also have an exhibit showcase that we can put in here, the penny pincher. So we'll put the penny pincher in here. What's going on with this celestial cell? It needs to be near a hologram. Oh, we don't have the holograms. That's right. Excellent. Right, we've got some valuable materials. And again there's a massive queue for the toilets that we are still building. Okay. We could sell some of these perks. I think that might be a good idea. Not really what I want to do, but we need to do it, unfortunately. Makes me very sad. Oh, God. I wasn't expecting it to be so hard to make money here. But it could be because we're still in the early phases of things. All of our guests have viewed the exhibit showcase. I can just pause a second and build my second bathroom now. And that also goes all the way along in the right location. Good. So we're going to put a toilet cubicle down here. Complete the room. We'll make this one a staff bathroom. We'll make this one a guest bathroom. Then we can put in a few more cubicles on the guest side. Okay, 1 more cubicle on the guest side. Right, okay. Hopefully we start making some profit now. And we've sold some for cash, which is good. We can start an expedition now. We're going to go back to Mozzarella. What have we got here? It's fondue season. Right, lost in the cheese mines. Is that an MIA one? No, it just takes more days. Cheesy scenery, then the asteroid field. We could get an injury there. Let's put in the first aid kit. That at least helps us out. Oh, we can't even afford the expedition. Right, that's fine. We'll just keep going. I wonder if we sell some rooms, that might actually help us out immensely here. But regardless, we're able to take donations, we're able to get money in. And people are generally quite happy here, so that's fine. We just need to really push the profits because we're not making a great deal of money. I mean, even putting something in like some vending machines might help boost things a little bit. We're taking plenty of donations though, and people are happy and enjoying the exhibits. What's the tour looking like in terms of its money? Guide was an expert in the tours. Theme tour was a good length. Yeah, we're getting a lot of buzz and knowledge from them. I really don't know, but we're you know, that's a month where we've broken profit, so that is good. We just need to be able to go and get an expedition on the go. How much just out of curiosity, how much is our exhibit going to cost us? 4,500. So what if I take the haggling hand? That brings it down to 3,600. We still can't afford it, but that might help. Some benches might also help people. I'm just seeing there's a lot of people who would like to have a little bit of a rest. So let's put a space bench or two in all the way along here. We'll just move this one. We kind of want to have it corner right there. That works. So it's right where the sign is. And then we'll do the same with this one. I think that's right. And then we'll move this one along as well. Okay, that's good. Wonderful. Right, hopefully now people have somewhere to rest. So we've made a monthly profit of $69, but we're still dropping into debt. The guests love the environment of the museum. The happiness is pretty good. So, yeah. It's been a bit of a tough episode, but we've got a lot of people leaving with like really, really happy and high reviews. Let's go to our cafeteria here, and I'm just going to boost the pricing up to $200. Go. That works. And then our ticket price, let's adjust our ticket price and take that up to 100 as well. These little things just going to bring in a little bit more cash for us, I think. Good. Right, okay, so how's this looking? We've pretty much 74 days left of that. We've made a fair bit of money from it, and we'll get a nice little grant bonus on there. There we go. Now we're starting to make a nice bit of money. The cafeteria was probably the biggest thing there that we've done well on. So we'll go with detailed, we'll autofill again. We've actually managed to get out of that little event that was happening as well, so we can take on the first aid kit to reduce the injury from something. No, nothing. Right, we've got the rank of 6, so that's fine. We don't have a drill. Yeah, okay, we'll not do that. Then we'll take the expedition journal. No, we've got a survey scanner, so we'll use that. Boost the survey level there. That works. Then we can go to the cheesy field to finish off. All right. So we're pushing on now for our 2-star objectives. We have, again, lost money and gone into debt, but it's not too much of a problem because we're doing a lot better in terms of coming out of that debt. And the more exhibits we have in, the better it's going to be. We've got a dilemma here. The party approaches the artifact's last known location, but the entrance is guarded by a lacto mammoth. It roars a cheesy warning. Distract it or shout at it? We're going to shout at it. Oh, the creature looks unimpressed by the team's attempts to sound intimidating and responds with a roar of molten cheese that engulfs your explorers. We now have the fondue shoes injury. Oh well. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I wouldn't mind having fondue shoes. It's a snack on the go while you're walking about. Right, let's put some more toilets in. Nice. And then we can put another one in here. It's unaffordable. The staff just have one toilet to deal with. Nobody can wash their hands, so it's a bit gross. Like, I don't fancy touching my fondue shoes with toilet hands, but never mind, that's life, isn't it? Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. 73 tickets sold, 74 tickets sold. The ticket price, comfortable with the current price. It's fair value, that's good. What about food? Feel the current price is worth the money. Good. So our pricing changes have helped. And we can then go monthly breakdown again. We need to put in a gift shop. Now, our gift shop is kind of going to go front and center here. Or we put it there and kind of shift all the exhibits up. What would be nice, actually, is like if you could draw like a box or a square around like a sequence of exhibits and move them en masse. That would be pretty good, I think. That might be something that we can request. Yeah. So, let's keep going. We have returned from our expedition. Okay, we don't have any security cameras in anyway, so I don't know why we've got the security room. That might be something we consider deleting. The cheese refiner has arrived. This is giving me a lot of memories of a very certain expansion. I'm going to put the cheese refiner there for a second, and then I'm going to move the penny pincher over to here because it's just a temporary exhibit, so it doesn't have to be a large part of things. And the cheese refiner is going to go right there. So that now has a... It needs to be near a cheese mining cart. I don't think we have that. So, but let's have a look. Yeah, that's another one that we're going to need to unlock. So we can put in something space themed anyway. We'll extend the cheese drips along. That at least gets it to... It's still only 4 of 5 on the decoration, actually. So let's go and add in a few more spacey things. We can put in some floating balls. And that takes it all the way up to 5. Good. Excellent. Right. So that's now being collected. We'll get a bonus from that. Yeah, 15,000. We can claim that. And then we're finally going to finish off the toilets before we think about putting in a gift shop. Can I fit this hand sanitizer in? Yes, we can. Excellent. Then we'll get a couple of posters on the wall. And again, we'll hide some behind here to hopefully bring us up to the 5-star rating for our... I mean, I should be calling it prestige level. That's what it is. A 5-star prestige rating for our room here. What does that take us up to? 5. Excellent. And then down here, again, we'll have some hand sanitizers right by the door. 2 of those. And then we can go with sinks. And hand dryers. I'm doing this in the wrong order, really. It should be hand dryers here, then sinks. But who cares? It's just a bathroom. Maybe we do hygiene and safety a bit different in space. But again, we'll put these posters all along the walls at the back here behind the toilet cubicles. And that will boost the prestige rating of the room. We're at 5 now anyway, so we might as well stop, but let's go overkill on 1. There we go. We now have a guest bathroom and a staff bathroom, so that should help the flow of things through the museum. This is now getting quite a lot of traction, so the Cheesemonger artifacts, can we just adjust that and put another large donation bin right here? It's also hopefully near an info stand still. Yes, good. Excellent. Right then, now we can go off to Cheesy Heap Field, and that'll be our last action for today's episode. Here we go. So we've got a fondue freefall there, which is an injury. We need to take the survey scanner with us, so we have to just risk the injury. Let's get it done. Excellent. Right, okay, so going pretty well now. We're starting to make a nice profit. We don't drop into debt at the end of the month now. And the guests are getting a little bit happier. We're getting a lot of money coming in from cafeteria stuff. That's one thing that I didn't notice, actually. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that when I'm doing my cafeteria stuff. The fact that you can get loads of different things here. So the atomic paste give us a science buzz. What gives us a That's a cheesemonger artifact buzz. Entertainment for adults. The museum mush gives a 2% buzz. Oglog cereal increases energy. The dough cake gives a 15 and 11% tip on the food bill. I'm going to replace the milkshake bowl with the dough cake. We don't actually have science. Does this count as science? It's a space one, so maybe we need to... I don't know. I guess the space stuff we need to work out. Your team approaches the cheesy heap field. Countless asteroids block their path to the motherboard mining ship. Blast a path, navigate asteroids, or send a janitor to the motherboard for help. Let's send a janitor. The janitor is MIA, but we do get some money. Oh well. Never mind. I don't know which janitor we've lost there. Alf Bigley. Poor Alf. We knew him. We loved him. He's going to get a little memorial plaque there. Poor bugger. Needs to be near a botany decoration. You didn't like botany. Delectable. With a route through the cheesy heap field and access to the motherboard, you should now be able to reach the blue cheese moon. You can now explore our entire system for astral anomalies. For your heroics in space, we want you to have our recipe for rank cheese. It gives us false courage on difficult expeditions. Okay, so does that give us a new recipe to use? Could it be? Poor Alpha's now gone. I'm going to have to bring in a new janitor. We have unlocked the space ball anomaly. It deters criminal activity. Very nice. We'll put that here. Ah, a workshop project unlocked. Rank cheese. What does it do, though? Inflates the rank of your expedition team. Ah, okay, I like that. That's interesting. Right, so we have the anomaly, the space ball. It needs to be near a life station, which we do have. That takes it up to 4 of 5. I'm going to put a life station on the other side. Why not? And that takes it to 5. Excellent. Right. So we have an average monthly profit of $1,000 over 3 months. The average guest happiness is 93% out of a potential 80. We need to run a tour containing 3 cheesemonger artifacts with a rating of over 4, and then find and activate the anomaly orbit totem, which is somewhere around Mozzastella, the motherboard, or the blue cheese moon. So we can do this with a new tour. Do we have... how many cheesemonger artifacts do we have? We've got 3 there. Yeah, okay. So let's get a new tour set up. And this one will do. We'll start it here, and we'll have him go up here, and then there. So hopefully that is a good rating. I don't think anybody's been on it. It says it's a 3.75 out of 4 rating, so let's have a quick look at what's wrong with it. Can we do something to change this? What if we take out the slug? We can't take out the slug statue, though. That's the thing. The cheese press, what does that need? Let's have a look. Is it just missing something? It's got to be near a cheese succulent, but again, we don't have that. I wonder if we can add some perks to it to help it out. Is there something we can do here? Right, so these are all... it's the knowledge, I think. If we had better knowledge on that, we'd be fine. But right now, because we're missing the buzz bonuses on them, it doesn't quite work. I wonder if I just take out... or what if we put in something like this and this to boost it up further? That takes it to 4. There we go. Right, we've done it. Excellent. Right, I'm pretty happy to... say my goodbyes for now. We'll be back and hopefully trying to activate that new anomaly. So I hope you've enjoyed coming back here to Pebberley Heights. It's been a lot of fun to come back to this one. I know somebody did request and kind of ask where we'd been, because it seemed like something that I was going to continue, and then I got distracted by something else, which is what has happened a lot in 2 Point Museum. But I hope you've enjoyed this one and are looking forward to the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.